The Longman Dictionary is actually 3 or 4 books in one. We've been looking at the dictionary, but today I want to look at the Activator. You can look at the Activator by going to this tab or by going to the bottom on the left. We were looking at recover, and you can go straight there to find out more information about recover. Okay, let's go back here for a minute. Now, we had a look at a picture, and the picture showed walk. So if I want to look at walk, you can see here it's in capital letters. That means it's one of the base words for English, one of the basic words that people use. And if I click on that, this is what I get. I get a nice menu that shows various different ways of walking. To walk quickly, to walk slowly in a relaxed way, to walk slowly because you're tired, to walk slowly because you're in pain or weak, to walk in an unsteady way, to walk with heavy, noisy steps, to walk quietly. Not sure if you can see that, so I'll move it down a bit. To walk quietly. Yes. There are quite a lot more of these sections here. In fact, there are 18 different ways of walking here. So this shows you how we can walk, how we can expand vocabulary by working from a concept to a specific word, rather than what we were doing before, which was looking at a specific word and seeing how it could be used. So the photograph we saw showed somebody walking quietly. So if we click on this, we can see we have 4 different choices. And if we click on them again, they tell us something about the structure. Tiptoe is intransitive, and it means to walk on your toes because you don't want to make any noise. Tiptoe into, out of, past, common collocations. For example, he tiptoed out of the room. And then I'm not sure if you can see the rest of this, but it says trying not to wake the baby. I tiptoed along the passage to Claire's door and peeped in. So this is clearly the best one for the photo we saw. Some people suggested creep. If we look at creep, it tells us it means to walk. Let me just move this over so that you can see it. There we are. To walk quietly and carefully because you don't want anyone to notice you. So it has a kind of furtive aspect to it. To creep in through across. Ron unlocked the back door and crept out into the yard. No one noticed that the little boy had crept into the room and was sitting there listening. So it's hidden, secret, furtive. Creep or sneak up behind someone means to walk quietly up behind someone in order to surprise them. Somebody suggested sneak, and we can have a look at that one too. Means to walk quietly so that no one notices you, especially because you're doing something wrong and do not want to be caught. So this is even more furtive than creep. The thieves sneaked in. The examples here give us a lot of useful information. And the last example we have for walking quietly is pad. So let's have a look at that as well. To walk quietly and steadily without shoes or with soft shoes or on a soft surface. Michelle got out of bed and padded across to the window. The cat came padding softly across the kitchen floor and jumped onto my lap. So we can see here 4 very useful verbs to talk about walking quietly that may be classed as synonyms in some dictionaries, but here we see very clearly what the differences are between them. We also had, let's just have a look at another category here. Walk slowly because you're tired. And here we have 2 possible verbs. to walk slowly with heavy steps, to trudge or to plod, especially because you're tired, it's difficult to walk, or you don't want to go somewhere. Again, the examples are really useful because you can see exactly what it means in context. She trudged back up the hill, loaded down with heavy bags of groceries. We trudged to school through the snow, wishing we could be playing in it. The donkey was plodding along under its heavy load. Or another one is traipse. Again, an intransitive verb. To walk a long way, especially when you're looking for something or visiting different places so that you become tired. Again, collocations. We traipsed around every store in town trying to find the right colour paint. Traipsing round museums all day is not my idea of fun. Okay, so this is one way of using the activator. Of course, you can also use it in the same way as you would another dictionary. You could look up traipse, and that will take you straight to the examples that we've just been looking at. If we look up join, for example, we can have, well, join is, it gives us the words we want. So that's the activator, a very useful tool.